Yay! Good morning, good morning, good morning, or afternoon or evening, everyone, depending on where you are in this beautiful world. Welcome to Sussex Saturday. I am VS Speaks Royally. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So let me do this first. Thank you, Lydia. I saw the messages. So H Night, thank you for 11 months of pouring into the channel, but me, and the friendship that we all share in the channel member area. I really do appreciate it. And Elaine, thank you for 10 months of the same, of pouring into not just the channel, but me and the, that friendship. And then letting us know there are sane UKers out there. So mwah, mwah to you both. All right. I think I covered everything. Let's see. Hey to the Bud Files, how are you? Marsha. Okay. All right, let me move my phone because, hey, Scratch and Pete, good to see you, because Kuja doesn't like the sounds when I get notifications, and so she'll start in. Right now she's a little calm. My husband fired up his drag race car, and that kind of spooked her. So she's on another level right now. So I'm trying to keep her calm and soothing, All right, so let me do the disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. My favorite quote of Harry and Meghan, which you can find on the Archwell site: each of us can change our communities. All of us can change the world. So today, open discussion, and then just a final, kind of tie up because while Spare, it's a long book in a sense, but I don't want to tire you all out each week with segments of it. Besides, I just want to get to my favorite, which is, part 3, Captain of My Soul. Yes, so there should be no explanation needed for that. Oh, Lord. Okay, there she goes. So this week, Wellchild had tweeted out that Harry joined a call for the nominations for 2023. This is a charity that's very close to his heart. And I'll just say, a little shade here, but it's amazing that the charities that Harry and Meghan hold close to their hearts are thriving. And that's all I'm going to say. Okay. Each year, they celebrate the UK's inspirationally seriously ill children. So we know that when she was pregnant, that, he was very emotional about this. We didn't know what all was going on, but we later learned what was driving some of those tears. So with Spare, I mentioned this on Thursday, I think, but it's still on the New York Times bestseller list. None of those other people that wrote books about his life can say that. Okay. Just needed to throw that out there too. So for SQUADDIE Corner, I want to give a big shout out to Ray. She had given a super thanks on Twisted Thursday, and I just wanted to officially say thank you. I did tell her that's what I was going to do. So thank you. This is for you. If I can get to the spot. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. So thank you again. Okay, thank you, Bella, for that. Also in SQUADDIE Corner, with the sad news of the earthquake, the very large earthquake that hit in a part of Turkey, World Kitchen has set up 2 kitchens over there, or restaurants they've activated. So always on the mark for being on the ground, boots on the ground, as we say here in the US. So this is also another organization that is tied to Archwell. So I just wanted to be sure that I did highlight that. I saw it come up on my timeline, and I thought that I'm not surprised. That is who Chef Andres is. So another little tidbit for SQUADDIE Corner. Nigeria gets Africa's first entry into the Invictus Games for wounded veterans. So they did share this. I saw this when I opened Google, and I was like, okay, I got to share this. So it's awesome. Really looking forward to the Invictus Games. So some good stuff will come about, I'm sure. Also a reminder, oh Lord, help us all. Okay, that Better Up, which is where Prince Harry works. He does have a full-time job, for those that did not know that. They have a 2-day, it's called Uplift, a conference, a 2-day conference, March 7th and 8th. There is a virtual portion. You can go and register. The link is in the description. So, and also I have merch. So just want to remind everybody, and thank you to the one that recently purchased. I don't know who purchases I just know when a purchase is made. So, before we get to trash time, because that's going to be, epic. The review of my review, of course, being a supporter of Harry and Meghan. I do love Spare, but part 3 is really where I was trying to get to. You know, you read all of the other stuff, and a lot of it fills in the blank spaces of articles written that we've read along the way. Some was new information. I couldn't handle all of the details of Afghanistan. That's just not, I can't. So, but in part 3, Captain of My Soul, what jumped out at me, aside from you see a woman's face in a filter and you actually sit up because you're like, who is that? It was like, wow, he was hit immediately. Like there was, let me just say to all of you who are trying, especially the woman that we're going to discuss in Trash Time in a little bit, that's trying to have your 15 minutes of fame, y'all lost all chances, if that's even a word. I mean, mind you, when he saw Megan's face through a filter on Snapchat. Okay. When he met her in person, it was a done deal. He knew it. She knew it. But it was a done deal. I wish the family would have known it and just eased up a bit. But he gave us a lot. I don't understand all the chatter that came about this book. I guess it's cutting money out of those that intend to write books. There is a book that's supposed to be released that I'm aware of in August by someone that's part of the Rhoda, although he's been, quote, fair to Harry and Meghan. They caught a lot of heat and still do because of that first book that everyone claims is theirs, but their name is nowhere to be seen on it. But anyway, so I don't know. Even saying the title, once you finish reading the book, you realize he's so much more than that. He is so much more than what that title tried to hinder him. Incredible man. He may not think very highly of himself, but he's incredible. He's done incredible work. And before I start getting emotional, there we go. Let me jump into the comments. I see I have about 50 comments. Hello, hello, hello to everyone who has joined. Woo! Okay. Thank you, Sam. Welcome to 1 month membership. I didn't. Oh, that's so cool. Yes, Firefly. Thank you if you're out there. I skipped through a lot of comments, but thank you for gifting the gifts in membership. So hopefully you're enjoying yourself, Sam. He's another UKer who keeps it grounded, you know, and lets me know there are sane, friendly folks over there. But okay. Oh my goodness. Let me get back down to the comments. I had to go over to YouTube to see what he actually had typed because StreamYard, for whatever reason, is not showing us that part. So, Mina, what got me on part 3 was when they're talking that it was on July 1st. So a certain somebody had plans for them. I mean, July 1st, right, is significant for those who may not realize it's Diana's birthday, his mom. So even he took like, whoa, yeah. Now, I hope everyone picks up on the timeline that has been given as to when they met. You know, when they first had drinks for an hour. As he said, if he wasn't late, he would have had more time to chat. Then when they met again for dinner, I mean, just how she called, you know, sent him a text, but was like, well, she FaceTimed him and said, you know, I didn't want you to think I didn't have a good time because I rushed off because I had plans, whatever. So As she said in a docuseries, I told him I had plans, and she gave that shy smile. Yeah. Mm-mm. That was just to give you 1 hour of her time, sir. Yes, we know how that's done. Mm-hmm. Tear, he watched the video of her over and over. He said that woman stopped the conveyor belt. Yeah. Huge volumes. Yeah. In their engagement interview, when he said the stars align, I get it. I truly got that, what he meant then. You think, oh, they met and it was just, no, he knew prior to them even coming face to face. So, yeah, it was, it's special. It really is special. So, Lydia, part 3 makes part 1 bearable. As you see, there is blessing at the end of it all. He has life he's always wanted now. Yes, that right there. How he is still here in one piece. He has worked on his mental health, and there is nothing wrong with anyone seeking help, even outside of just prayer, because a lot of times, some may not agree with me, prayer alone doesn't do it. And if you're not in a praying environment or family, or you weren't raised that way, speaking to an unbiased third party that doesn't usually know much about you, but will help you get to the root of it, face it, and move beyond it. His life is showing now how he's thriving. So yeah, I agree with that. Each night, that family has put him down for over 30 years, so it's not a surprise that his self-esteem is low. I know some of it is in jest, but when he was like, she's well educated, me not so much. Like, I don't know. I'll get too emotional, but woo, it's just funny. I saw a clip of that Snapchat. Someone on SQUADDIE had posted it or tweeted it out on Twitter, which then it got taken down. I don't know why, but knowing that there were like 6 other men that also asked Violet, who is that? Says a lot. Like, it was more than truly they didn't see Megan's face through the filter, but it was the energy she was bringing and just being herself in confidence. So to Mumbelina, Cosplay, and all the others over there that keep thinking that they had a chance, you didn't. Okay. She was everything he was looking for, and he moved on it quickly because he knew he had that one shot. And of course, her being American, if she's back in America or wherever she was located, then, it would make it even harder. So to y'all. Gwendolyn, the first part of the book was hard for me. What Harry had to go through was heartbreaking. Yes, very much so. I have no kind words for the family, because especially the one that is his father. Okay. Hey, Educate, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you. All right, I'm just scrolling down the Hey, Cicelyse, how are you? Mega love shout out to you. Hope you are well. Oh, thank you. Educate, thank you so much for the super sticker. Look, I have to scroll down to my little spot that I have to go and click on this. This is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you. Thank you again. Okay. Let me go back over the comments. Let's see. Gwendolyn, right there. Harry's a strong man. He really is. Hopefully he sees that. But yeah, he is Truly a strong man. Lydia, it also disputes all that crazy lies that she stalked him. He pursued her. Also loved that Violet told him that 6 other guys had asked about her already. He knew he had to up his game. Boom, 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 right there. Um, their love is genuine. It's authentic. And yes, it can happen in a split second. And no, it doesn't take somebody 10 years of stalking to make it happen. No, she didn't put a spell on him. She just was being herself, her true, authentic self. She didn't have to put on an outfit to look like someone else in order to get somebody's attention or wear a see-through dress down a runway. Okay, now I'm leading into Shadyville, so I'm just going to curb that just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, Lottie. Harry has gone through a lot in his young life. Things got, thank God for Meghan. Yeah. So, those of us who have said it in a kind-hearted way, I truly believe it, that Diana, when the stars align, Diana is behind all that. It's just, she truly was making sure she was going to look out for her son and her second son. And she said that she was going to take care of him. The mate that she brought him to, because it can only be that. I mean, I love the fact that he had Instagram. They had social media. Although I heard hints of it, but it was like, yeah, sure. But there you are. As you scroll through her friends, your timeline on Instagram, you might see someone and be like, whoa, who is that? And it's a friend of a friend? Oh, okay. Let's see. Tia Gwendolyn, yes. Don't know how he didn't go crazy. Oh, they almost had him in the grips. Now, while he did what I say, youthful things of experimenting, some of us smoked beyond cigarettes. Some people did a little bit harder things. Of course, if there's a lot of pain behind trying some of the stuff, some get caught into that cycle and can't stop. He thankfully did not get caught up in that cycle or wind up like his great aunt. Okay. Who was also a spare. Gwendolyn, all those vipers treated Harry like the redheaded stepchild, that damn Space and King C3 are truly disgusting. Yeah, pretty much. Marjorie noticed from inception before meeting Meghan, he had always wanted and yearned for his own family. Yes. And he was pretty young. I think he was in Botswana when there was an interview he had done, and he had just talked about, basically he mentioned about the intrusion, like if he's dating somebody, the intrusion in his life, but that he wanted his children to have somewhat of a normal life. And I think even when he was older and he was in New Zealand, I want to say, had done an interview, he said the same. So many probably were like, yeah, okay, haha, yeah, it's happened. The royal family ensured that it would happen that way. They would still be there if Meghan had been treated kind and fair and told the media told to back off. It's amazing whom they will protect, which I will cover in Trash Time in a little bit. But yeah, let me see. Marshar. Harry knows why caged birds sing. Yes, he was trapped in a gilded cage and didn't know he was a prisoner until he met Meghan. This man knows freedom now and will never give her up. Love wins. Bingo. Even in the docuseries when he was like, we're on the freedom flight, and that smile, there's a lot behind that smile that we're getting to know now. And many who have been through what he's gone through haven't survived. And just the treatment, kids will be kids, but even his classmates, knowing what he had been through, could you back off, back down, chill out? But let me see, Gwendolyn. Yes, you are right. How are you today? Okay. All good, I hope. Yes. Elaine, I'm so proud of Harry for taking his beautiful wife and child away from the toxicity of this country. We all are. I mean, I actually remember January 8th, 2020, when that announcement was made. And Tina Michelle did like a pop-up live, and I joined the panel, and it just stunned. Like, although stunned was very happy, I can't even tell you how loud I screamed when I was like, what? Because Instagram just lit up, and then of course Twitter, because you had to go over there to see. Yeah, it was crazy. So it's one of those days etched in my memory. Etched in my memory. When that was hilarious. Harry was saying she's all mine. Okay. He was like, okay, 6. And she wanted to get your details. Can she, is it okay if I give her? Yes, please. He was like, why are you at? It was from the standpoint of, why are you asking me that? Yes, get me to the front of the line already. Yeah. Joyce, Megan upgraded Harry, took him from a tool shed to a 13 bathroom mansion in California. It should. Oh, there goes Kuja. There goes Kuja, because I moved and made a noise. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Get down. The humility in Harry, given him growing up in a royal family, and we all have this perception of how he was living, seeing the reality as Oprah. No one's gonna believe this. But when in the docuseries, when Tyler is walking around with them and they're saying, Archie took his first steps here, and when they were doing the video, seeing the house, and Tyler's talking about how he, had really bad taste then, and Harry was like, it didn't even matter. Like, around bed, it didn't matter. We had a bed to sleep in. The humility of him shone through at that moment. So where they live now, I mean, yeah, it's 13 bathrooms, but he's not even, he's just not phased. Mind you, I don't think they ever lived in Buckingham, but Windsor, but yeah. Lottie, if she did put a spell on him, it was the right spell. And she could probably make millions upon millions of dollars if she said, oh, just put a little dab of this behind your ears and that will draw him in, or put on the boyfriend shirt and that will just right in. No. Just be your true authentic self. Yes. Hello to everyone who has joined. Let me see, Marjorie. I noticed he seemed to have had a death wish until he met Megan. It's like new was birthed into him. Yeah, he saw life again and the joy that he could possibly have. Thankfully, the spark also was there for her, because that would have been hard if it was just kind of one-sided. Or, I always go with this whole thing. How you when you were younger, you had this crush on somebody, and then you get a chance to talk to them and you're like, oh my gosh, like, what did I see in them? Thankfully, it wasn't that way for him. Let me just say that. Thankfully, it wasn't that. Yes, Margaret, that's true. Lesotho Prince gave him the name of warrior. Yes. Knowing all that, there were so many around Harry that kept his secrets and his privacy, because I've seen that word pop up again by people, and I'm like, do you not understand what privacy means? But we're not going to regurgitate that argument. Hopefully not. Anyway, Lydia, he mentioned he thought he would marry first and be a young father. Life had better plans for him. Yeah. because it's not to say he would have been very happy if he married the expectation versus what was meant for his life. Okay. Yeah. Lydia, I love that comment. Marshall, beautiful. Yes. Faith, Harry, and Meghan doing skin to skin. Sustenance was needed. Now, I will say, because we're talking about that part of the book, when I saw that, and he's just talking about he threw the the comforter duvet over his head, and to me it was because he couldn't walk. Now you make of it what you want, but I'm gonna keep on moving. Okay, I'm gonna keep on moving. He couldn't walk, and there's no way he could have. So you stay in your spot, and I hope we all have experienced moments like that with the one we loved or loved at the moment. Okay, moving on. Gonna get right on off of that. Well, no matter what, I'm glad they left that viper's nest. Yeah, I am too. Because life is so much more now for them. Lilibet, Archie, even in the sadness of baby number 2, it's still one that the intended and destined and divine are here with each other. So Cho, how you doing? July 1st is Mom's birthday. 4th of July, both significant dates of their personal love mythology. They both were smitten with each other. Botswana got them hooked. Later, longing and yearning for date 3. Yes. As I sip my tea. Woo! Marjorie, the royal family missed the opportunity with Harry and Meghan popularity would give them the boost. The royal family failed to see the bigger picture of that boost and showed that they are not critical thinkers. They're not even thinkers, let alone critical thinkers. Let me just say that let me just say that. You can see all of the crazy in their minds just in the media and letting the media say and do what they wanted when it came down to Meghan, and it's disgusting. They don't think. Lydia, absolutely, because the other girlfriend's cousin handled what Meghan went through. Oh, couldn't handle what Meghan went through, yeah. Cookies and cream. Channel member, aka my manager. Trying to keep the voice, singable. Hey, Nell, how are you? I was at 16 bathrooms, however many. Let me just say this. I hope every room and bathroom's been christened by the couple. Okay, moving on. Hey, Nora, the Stock Explorer. I see you out there. Cho, the palace wouldn't let them give the exact timeline of how they met and when he proposed to her. The palace is on everything they do and say. Well, that's true. And because they couldn't give the exact timeline, a certain individual with the initials PM was able to get out front and set his own narrative of, I put her in the cab to meet him, and I did this and I did that. Sir, based on their real story of how they met, you never met Meghan at whatever pub you claim you did. And I'll keep saying that until you show photographic proof, because you take pictures with every celebrity you meet. So don't tell me that some, quote, clandestine meeting that you weren't going to take a picture and then post it up. Spare me. You were able to get ahead and set the narrative. And of course, the media and the family never set you straight. But, Meghan couldn't set you straight because, they were controlled. The Gilded Cage. Hello, Noreen. Some names I'm seeing quickly, so I'm just saying hi. Harry decided not to go to college. Too much attacks on him at 18. He traveled to the kingdom of Lesotho. I don't know why I can't say that right. Where he found his tribe away from the media attacks. It was a real break for him. It was a saving grace for him. It was a saving grace. I'm not sure what his father may have thought would happen, but it was a saving grace. And in addition to that, in Botswana, he had additional, quote, tribe that protected him. So, him able to be, being able to travel in and out. Now, we knew about these trips because, of course, the royal family needed the PR. And he didn't want media around. He was much happier when they weren't with him. So, yeah, every little thing is read into. And if he made, I do love that the young kid that I can't remember his name that he connected with when he had him doing to the press. Now, they thought it was hee, but there's a little seriousness behind that. Like, get lost. After reading Spare of Harry's early life and how his unroyal family treated him, how he wasn't important to them and left lonely, I can understand why his whole being now belongs to Meghan. Yes, the captain of my soul, Lord. I knew about what was going to happen in part 3 only because squaddies who had gotten the book early had posted pictures or tweeted pictures out. And I knew, I was like, yeah. So the insult, that's why I also, I don't know them personally, but it's insulting to see the headlines even suggesting that the king is negotiating some flippin' settlement agreement because there's the big D happening. That's not happening. Maybe within your ranks it might be happening, but it's not. It's not happening in Montecito. So that energy is going to be deflected right back at y'all over there that keep talking about him coming alone. I don't like that idea. It's creepy as heck. And just stop it. Okay. Let me see. Lolly, that was a night that Harry would have never forgotten. Okay. Black girl magic got on him and he was just never the same. Now, some will understand that. Okay. Just saying. Now, there is a movie that I like to reference every so often. If you've seen it, you understand where I'm going to go with this. Harlem Nights, the scene with Sunshine. And while the characters are a lot different, it's the reaction of the guy after he experienced Sunshine. Okay, that's it. Moving on. Okay. Kuja, where are you? I hear you, but I don't see you. Oh, there you are. And she walks out, making a lot of noise. Gwendolyn, Harry was in a happy place. Why can't this just stay? Okay. Was in a happy place. The bed part in the book was hilarious, okay? Whew. Oh my goodness. She's chatting it away with the manager who I'm sure did not know. Anyway, Leslie Ann, it's all about looks and who likes them for the royals. They are so envious of Harry and Meghan. Yeah. I went toe to toe in a sense with somebody who was talking about the important people in Hollywood or something, however they termed it, don't want anything to do with Harry and Meghan. Okay, but they're not in Hollywood. So what does it matter? And who are these people you're referring to? Never got an answer, but okay. Now, when I'm in the mood to block, I will. I think it was a comment left on one of the live streams. I just had to laugh because I was like, who are these people you're referring to? We don't go by, the semantics and, it's like people, I don't know. Anyway, Gwendolyn, Meghan needs to check if his burrow was up to, they were longing and yearning for each other. The thirst was real. Well, when you have that magnetism with someone, yeah, it's gonna be on and popping. At least you hope it does. And when reality meets up with what you had hoped, it's a match made in heaven. There you go. Well, I'm a romantic at heart, so I'm glad Harry and Meghan have each other and their beautiful kids. Me too. Especially, I just, like I've said, ever since Diana and seeing him walking behind that casket, that just, he's always held a little special place, although it was kind of like, I hope all works out for him. Even when you see all the antics that were going on, I had to step, he's young. I wouldn't want my antics when I was young all spread on the headlines of tabloids either, but yeah. Mm-hmm. Leslie, and how come the pub never came out and said anything? Leslie Ann, if I could pinch you right. That's what I'm saying. Someone in that pub would have seen them. I'm sorry. And she was the type to take pictures with someone. Okay. And if they were going to meet, like she set up the private room that they could meet, her and Harry. Mm-hmm. Not even the waitress that worked there said anything. Okay. Yeah. Educate that right there. Yes, he is. He's a big one. And, it's probably good he's just getting silence from Montecito, but I would love for them to call him on it just from the standpoint of show your picture evidence and or the DMs. She was friendly with a lot of people, so if she chatted with you, that's one thing, but setting up some clandestine meeting, yeah, that doesn't even sound like something she would. To be on the shady side, I'm talking, yeah. Tier, we all know the phone hacker lied about the meeting. Yeah, not all, no, but yes, we with common sense and are sane, yes. No, especially recently when he said how he got texts from the royal family thanking him. Really? The same people that you hacked years ago? Okay. Okay. Marjorie, the fact that the hog had said he put Meg in a taxi and she went to meet Harry at a party. The lies these deranged people will say. And that, for me, is why I'm so glad they've been able to tell their story. As she said, people have been writing books about their lives and she doesn't know them. So it makes more sense that they tell it themselves and had the videos and the pictures and all that stuff. And yeah. And then Spare is kind of like the bow on top of the docuseries to say, here you go, here's a full package. Do they need to write any more? No. Any other docuseries? No. Would we love it? Yes, we would love more. We would love more. But happy with what they've done and setting the record straight for those that lost their minds. So be it. Okay. Oh, hey, Diane. Oh, really? Huh. I didn't change this one once I said it, but that's odd. Yes, Hattie, the movie is so funny, but yeah, I'm just Lydia Sunshine put it on. Okay. Woo. I used to, because prior to getting married in my dating life, I dated outside of what people say race. But I used to like to give the non-pigmented, I will say, the white guys that reference if they ever were trying to go any further, because it's like, I just need you to know that you may lose your mind. But anyway, let me stop. Moving on. Cho, it's funny how he gave the right clue next to having been exhausted under the duvet. They needed sustenance. His honesty was epic. Oh. I mean, if you couldn't even put the do not disturb on the door, okay. Gave all the visuals that it needed. Woo, Alan, thank you. Let me see if I can get to it quickly. This is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Okay. Thank you, Alan. Oh, and thank you for 4 months of pouring into the channel and myself and being a member. Thank you. Thank y'all for putting the messages here because, I have to go over to YouTube and see. Let me try to catch it wherever it might be. Okay, it's just showing the 4 months. So I appreciate you. Hello, information man. How you doing? Let me see. Megan Harry a better person. She brought out the best in the unrolls. No, they wanted to keep Harry as their dumpster boy. Oof, that says a lot. Yes, it does. Okay, so time is a winding. Y'all are already trying to get there. So I'm gonna jump into your favorite time because yes, I've been shady along the way, but let's just make it official, okay? It's your favorite time. Trash time. Trash time. Trash time. Okay, so first things first. The woman that wasn't even described in any detail except rode like a horse and then was gone. It was over. This person who has jumped off the train and touched the third rail to say, I'm that person, shouldn't be called a lover. I know they're framing it that way, but Harry's first lover speaks out. No, it was Harry's first lay, romp. I won't say another word, but yeah, lover, not in the least. Okay, but kept secret for 21 years with respect for Prince. Oh, please. It wasn't, you knew you probably would have got dragged through the coals if someone underage, you came out and said you were with somebody underage at that time. So don't play that you were trying to protect him. No. I'm not even sure it's you because unless he comes out to ever confirm, which please don't, Harry, dear God, don't. We'll just say that she looked completely, vastly different back then. He's with a goddess now, and this one here, deal with it now. This kind of took me over the edge. So if you were on Twisted Thursday and you listened to Trash Time, then when it says that Sasha, Prince Harry traded down for Meghan Markle. Now, I will say this, that someone who claims to be a squaddie tweeted that she said it in jest. Now, let me just say that that person who claimed to be squad got dragged for that because there is no jest in this. You went on TV, let alone on PM's show. There's no jest in anything you're saying or doing. It's a check probably behind that, but no jest. Okay. But now we have somebody else joining into what I call Virginity Gate because, drunk behind a pub in the grass. That ain't no lover, but okay. I'm not sure why this man, and I'll just say man, Rupert Everett, why you want to also jump out in the third rail. Now, are you misquoted for something? Okay. I know who Prince Harry lost his virginity to, and it wasn't behind a pub or even in this country, claims Rupert Everett, after Duke revealed in memoir he had sex with an older woman in the field. Now, the description of older woman is not somebody that's maybe 3 years older than you. That's like same, to me, that's like same age group. But, dude, what's wrong with you? Like, why do you even have to insert yourself in that topic or discussion? No one's checking for you. Okay. Thank you for confirming. You took a check probably from, we all know by that how that headline and how they do their screens. Yeah, we already know what tabloid that's from, but okay, whatever. Now, another so-called squaddie. I'll just say so-called squaddie. If you're on Twitter and you saw this poll, that person was getting dragged too. I just said what WTF. This is what my whole thing is. So a squaddie put this poll up. When you look at Meghan Markle, what do you see? A black woman, a biracial woman, a white woman, or not sure? I blocked the person. I didn't even respond. I did see people like, what is with this poll? I mean, they started dragging the person, rightly so. But someone that truly supports them, you wouldn't be asking this. You wouldn't be asking this. So hope you enjoyed your dragging and that you find some other type of topic to put a poll up on. But that doesn't scream that you're a supporter or a part of Squad. So, yeah. Okay. Now, this I touched on, that they're trying to put the net out there to snatch Harry up, that he'll come in for the coronation. Now it's down to a 48-hour visit because, when they've gone into the UK for whatever Jubilee and all this other crap, Harry was in and out. Philip's funeral, in, out. They got stuck in the UK when the Queen passed, unfortunately, that they couldn't just leave right away. But, they had to do all the circus stuff, PR, etc. So they're trying their best. They really want Harry. They really want him to be there, but not with his wife. Now, what sense does that make? Oh, I know why. Because then she won't be in a tiara, because that's what she should be wearing, because they all are going to be jeweled and decked out. Yes. All the women are going to have on their fancy tiaras, and they're going to be so diamond down. And rightly so should Meghan. Because when I say all of them, I'm talking about even Ford Fiesta. All of them are going to be decked to the nines. That's the thing. That is the PR picture. They don't want those type of pictures out. That's my opinion. So that's why they're really trying to make sure it's like only Harry, only Harry, only Harry. I see the bull, but I hope it's not Harry at all. All right, before I go to like the last little tidbits, let me just look at comments really quickly, because I see there's like 65, but I just want to kind of scan them. And I do, my apologies that I'm going to be skipping a lot, but Diane, the necklace clown, just wants attention. No reason for her to come out and name herself when she wasn't named. She wasn't even described. I mean, nothing to even give a hint who the person is. You were Quirky. Wham, bam, thank you, man, as I saw, described by Measures of Success. So, wham, thank you, man. Or was that Facts and 2 Cents? I can't remember. One of the two of them said that. So, Lydia, let me look and let it stay. Look at the picture from back in the day with her and 2 other girls, and you see Prince Harry was into the other girls. If he did lay with her, it was beer goggle and easy leg. It was what it was. I can't be as descriptive as I would like to. I might create a Patreon and then I can really go in. But yeah, y'all would be like, Mrs. V. Ain't saying he needs. Yeah. Hello, Pedraza on travel. Why would you talk about your friend's sex appeal? Okay, thank you. Everybody knows you don't break you don't break friends code. It just doesn't make sense. If your friend has put in his book, leave it alone. And I wouldn't even say it's a friend, but okay. How he knows. Now, if he's hinting to something other, then yeah, he may have some issues. Whoo, Lydia, what? People are exposing themselves in every manner whatsoever. I don't know if they think that makes them look good, but not in the least. Everyone claims to know the virginity taker. They were there. They bought a ticket to the party. Trust if true. We would have known about it before now. Thank you. I mean, I go to, I'll say the city, Las Vegas. Those of you have seen, you seen. I did not see at the time. Yeah, if there was something to have been put out, it would have been put out. Okay, let's just leave it at that. Whoo! Child Harry knew exactly what he wanted at all the meddling, chasing his partners, media meddling, chasing his partners away. The list he had was all Meghan. He wasn't going to give it up easily, no matter what, even Granny. And the fact that when she saw Not Caught, as I've said before, and she didn't turn heel, shows she wasn't after tiaras or titles or a prince. She wanted Harry. She wanted to get to know him, which she did. If she had Googled all the stuff that comes up, she would have been horrified. Of course, that's tabloids, and she would have known not to even believe it. But still, that does, you kind of look side-eye, but yeah. All right. Noreen, thank you. Thank you for the super sticker. One moment. Let me get to it. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Valley, they are desperate, really desperate for Harry. They are. It's scary. It's creepy. Like, this stuff is really creepy. And I know before Phillips, even before will they come? Won't they come? Will they come? Harry, because Meghan was full term with Lilibet and couldn't travel, but it's very creepy now. Like, that you just want to exclude his wife. I mean, mind you, how you treated them during the quote mourning period, they should never touch who cares about that darn thing? Stick your coronation. All right, hey, G Mac, thank you so much. Mwah, this is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Mwah. Mwah, mwah. Thank you so very much. Okay. I'm going to be skipping a lot of comments now. Just to finish out the stuff that I have in trash time. We all know about the motion that was filed by, I ain't even going to name her, SM. As it says here, and I'm just going to stop the banner for a second so you can see. Meghan Markle's biggest troll is her half-sister. I'm not even saying her first name. So that is very, very true. So saw on Twitter that it was the motion that she had done the day before or 2 days before has been denied, where she was trying to have them just depositions done. Now, the reason why is because of the formatting of the documentation that was submitted. Now, any attorney worth their weight would follow the guidelines that were set out. I'm just going to say, if you're an attorney worth your weight, you would follow whatever guidelines that a judge has stated that the paperwork should be filed in. So now at the top of the paperwork, you can see, because they said that came right from when they printed it. So it's showing you the date on it, 2/10/2023. Just from this judge didn't catch this, but their admin nor their clerk caught it either, that on the date part they didn't change out in the format of the document to 2023 for the year, and it has February 2022. The reason why that's important to note, while it was identified by, a lot of eagle eyes, Squad has eagle eyes, we have to remember that SM did not file her frivolous case, I'll say, my opinion, until March 2022. So, of course, a judge wouldn't be signing a motion to deny in February 2022. So the date didn't get updated. It doesn't cause this to be nullified. It's just, it just wasn't caught at that point. So they can always do an addendum to it. All righty. So there is, I think, another hearing on the 15th of February for a motion, I believe, to dismiss. Is via Zoom, private. Nobody else is going to be able to get in. So only the parties involved. So whatever little gain that, SM was hoping to get isn't going to happen. So yay for that. Now, we talk about people who will sell whatever with titles. And, Sarah is Sarah. Now, she's going to be in New York on March 6th. And the only reason why we know this is in the release, well, it states, here's the release. It just goes through now for $20. I had to laugh at that price, but that's cool. No problem. No problem. I see how they're using family ties, former sister-in-law to King Charles. She has a new book out. Intriguing lady. We're pushing it, aren't we, toe sucker? Okay. Anyway, it's just going through her life, blah, blah, blah. I wish you the best. That's all I'm going to say. But it's the last sentence. The Duchess will also be talking about her relationship with the Queen and answer a few questions about Harry and Meghan. Sarah, as much as I try to root for you at times, Harry did the extending of the invite to his wedding, which kind of brought you a little bit further out of that dungeon that the family had put you in. But you're going to wind up right back in there if you keep it up. There should be no questions that you would answer about Harry and Meghan, but they have to put their name in order for there to be any traction. And I hope there's at least 100 people there to hear you talk. Okay. Oh, yes. This one, when I was mentioning about the royal family will protect some of those, or I guess those that share the same pigment as them. I saw this. Thank you, Royal Sussex. Thank you, Baron. I saw this, but I wanted to share it. Charles tries to shield consort after her son admits using, you see the drug's name. So, quite interesting. Shield those, but you can't shield Meghan. All right. So as I round out trash time, this is just here. Who knows if it's true? I've seen a little bit of it on Twitter, but, until it really materializes, and we know they visited Montecito, I doubt they will be staying in the same vicinity. He might have a job, but he ain't pulling down like that. But anyway, so are Harry and Meghan getting a new royal family member, neighbor? I doubt it, now that she's having baby 2. I mean, I can't imagine she would have baby 2 outside the UK, but I could be wrong. Because her dad ain't traveling here. All right, let me. Okay. Let me jump in the comments and behave myself and stop it. Let me just stop. Okay, had to take a deep breath. Let me gain my control. Oh, Lottie, thank you. See, I turned my attention away and y'all just blessing me. Thank you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Woo! Cookies and cream non-royals and their racist goons overplayed their hand by that Sasha person line about Harry. They need to remember that Virginia G's gag order will soon end. It's now time. Woo! Tell about Android. Yes, they're gonna hate that happened. Mm-hmm. Diane, Sarah is a grifter and trying to ride success of spare. How many times has she used her connection to fundraise and still always broke? Well, do. But does live quite comfortably on royal property with royal protection. Isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing? Mm-hmm. Whoo, Lord of mercy. Kim, Sarah's photo. Ouch. Talk about filters and airbrushing. Okay. Yeah. I just was like, But, any questions you have, just say refer to Netflix or refer to his book. Like, thanks. Yes, you did meet Meghan before everybody else kind of knew about it, but, and you were able to keep that you were able to keep that to yourself. I'll change up my thought process there. And for that, we're grateful, but they don't need you as their spokesperson. Okay, because you might answer it wrong or no telling. Anyway, let's see. Diane, no interest unless Sussexes are mentioned. Fergie might not get 302. Oh, you see. Crowd Billy raised for Ursula. Yeah. And that was viewership. That wasn't even in person. I don't even know what happened when they were in Boston, except that, hefty little bill they left behind that they should be able to pay up, being that they, are multi-millionaires, living in palaces and multiple homes and such as. Marjorie, what would she know about Harry and Meghan? They live oceans apart. Well, there's somewhat of a connection there, but that's all I'm going to say. She better refer folks to the Netflix docuseries or to the book Spare, or say, "Ooh, let me write that down and I'll get back to you." Tia, the reason why Sarah's getting all this attention is because of Meghan. They're not interested about her. They want her to spill on Harry and Meghan. And she best not even. Could she really afford to be that far back in the dungeon? I mean, he did pull her out of the dungeon when he invited her. Let's see, Diane. There you go. King C3 doesn't protect his legitimate son, nor never really financed him as he should. Yet quite the opposite for the consort's kids. Very suspicious. And if you look at that son, yeah, very suspicious is all I'm gonna say. Do 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 do. Take a sip of my tea. Hi, Mavis. How are you? Marshar, I'm gonna ask you to behave now. If Sasha, quote, took Harry's virginity, then who first pegged Willie? Marshar. We shall not think on those things. Chill on. Meghan, get the message. Clarkson, the awful character, has done enough. No need to serialize messages for a big draw. Her own relatives have been so awful as well. Yeah. It's just the sheer fact that you have to use their name to get traction. Oh, my God, she's gonna answer questions for about Harry and Meghan. Oh, well, then I'm gonna pay my $20 and go. The fuck? Oh, did I say that? The hell? Okay. I might need more tea. Okay. Dana, it's good for Fergie to use title Duchess of York for commercial gains, but cannot address Harry and Meghan as their titles even in her promotion. Listen, 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 listen. Mm. The ones that the media and the family try to say are so irrelevant are Sarah is traveling to New York to do an engagement for $20. Y'all can go. So if any squaddie wants to go and then, come back and give firsthand, I'll let you up on a panel. But nevertheless, but their names have to be mentioned every single time. What she's going there for her book. Now, she should look at her title and then realize I should not even speak on the Queen nor Harry or Meghan. Okay, gonna leave that. All right. Sharon, thank you so much. I appreciate. Look. Okay, y'all. Thank you. Here you go. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you so very much. All right. Yeah. Woo, Gwendolyn. Everywhere Dumb and Dumber go, they cost money. Well. And they really shouldn't. I mean, okay. Oh, and I also have to correct when they went to Boston, and because I don't follow the Celtics like that, I thought that was a player that made that joke of when they asked him about the royal family, and he said, "Who? Mary? What did he say? Mary, Joseph, and Jesus?" That was the coach of the Celtics basketball team, and for that, now he gets kudos from me. But yeah. Noreen, you said it. Fergie's just a hustler. She is. I mean, hey, do what you must to survive, but it seemed like a lot of that you were doing, especially the one that was sucking your toes, should have set you up for life. Because you putting yourself in that position to even be snapped by photogs, you sure you didn't plan that? But you should have made sure that the toe sucker set you up for life. That's all I'm going to say. Mm-hmm. A smarter woman. What is this thing called? Let me look. What is her book called? And a most intriguing lady. Yes, a most intriguing lady would know how to set herself up for success. Okay. Okay, y'all, don't pay no attention to me. I'm getting on the silly train, and so I know I'm gonna have to end very, very soon. So, Harry Fall, her name in his. Well, did he say something? I don't know. They just all get on my nerves. I mean, mind you, they're mentioned in the fact of that's where Meghan met the Queen the first time at the residence that she gifted to Andrew, and I guess the king is being kind and gentle and letting them stay in such a big, monstrous home when he doesn't work. Mm-hmm. Okay. Elaine, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you. Okay, y'all have to cut it out. You really do. Thank you so very much. This is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you so very much. Okay. Let me get over here and just oh my gosh. Okay. Elaine, she's a lady. Hence why the title just cracks me up. Oh, Lord have mercy. Marshar. What is Marshar doing? Marshawn makes me laugh. So if I go scrolling back up, it's going to be over and done with. So Noreen, yes. Why wouldn't he have set her up? She, you out there in public, the paparazzi back in those times was, very off the chain and would do whatever. Yeah. So Diane, Fergie doesn't work. She bought a new house somewhere in ski country and always living large, but no discernible source of income. Andy's only job was holding Liz's purse, just wondering money sources. Well, at the time, Mummy had control of several duchies herself. One was just her personal one, which now King C3 has control of, because I believe it was part just the monarch had. So, you have to wonder why the queen. I know I heard rumors, and I'm not going to disparage her at this point in time, but if the truth ever comes out, I'll go there. Why he was her favorite child. I'll just leave that alone. Okay. Cases and Cream, the Yorks allowed the Sussexes to be attacked with the lie about them announcing that they were expecting a child at the wedding. The Yorks could have debunked the lie, but they didn't. They couldn't do nothing. They didn't want to be cut off. Here, they still had one more daughter that had to get married off. And so they still needed the queen to still give that blessing and all that other stuff. So, yeah, they weren't going to do or say anything. Nor did, I hope you didn't expect them to. If they had, if people took a step back and really thought about it, if the news was announced then, that would have been talked about for more than a tabloid or two or three. And we now know who the sources are and who, palace sources or palace source and insider and close whatever, royal family insider and all that. We all know who they are. As is well documented, the calls are from within the royal family, yes. And even Tootie Toot, Woody Woo, said that himself. Okay. See, they tell on themselves and everybody else when they're in their moment and thinking they're owning somebody. Denise King Cobb. The turd may still be paying hush money to Fergie. Ooh, gee. Literally, he was her favorite as he was her child. We get you, VS Speaks. Sip your favorite drink right now. Good thing I'm not doing shots. Woo, because that. Mavis literally, he came after a long break because. Tear. Now tear. Tear. I see that you've caught on, but come on now, we're supposed to be in code here. And I'm just gonna say, if that's ever confirmed, the scandal. Now is her will locked down? Because we have not heard hide nor hear of that. And I'm sure it wouldn't take this long. Oh, I guess they have to wait till after coronation before they say that it's locked for 99 years too, like Phillips. Oh, maybe. Woo! I've got my Diet Pepsi. Whatever your favorite water, tea. Right now it's just tea for me. Yeah. What can Sarah say about Harry and Meghan? They'll look to probably catch her in saying something, but that shouldn't even be that. I guess she wouldn't have been invited then, but that really shouldn't be on the agenda. Like, I'm not going to talk about family members. What is that? Oh, let me say this, and then I'm going to wind down. I did see a video of cosplay hugging her old history teacher during a walkabout, which I thought hugging people in the crowd was against the rules, you know, that royal protocol that we always would hear about Meghan, because Meghan is a hugger. You know, many of us Americans are. But suddenly, you just walk up and hug people. Although you're mumbling and not really saying much while you're talking to the birds, but still amazing. I'm just stunned. Amazing how much has just gone by the wayside since QE2 went by the wayside. Okay, and on that note, I'm going to say thank you all for joining. I hope you had a wonderful time. I had a wonderful time kicking it up with you, you know, trying to behave as much as I could, but I do. I thank you all for joining. I hope that you did enjoy. Thank you all who donated super stickers. I appreciate you more than anything. And I keep saying, those of you who are channel members, you already spoil me. You don't have to go the extra, but I do thank you for it. Ray, I hope you're out there and you have seen I did give you the shout out, although you didn't want it. All right. Oh, Baron, hi. All full stop now. 1 second. Hey, Baron. Thank you. Thank you for making your presence known. I know we all hide out in each other's live streams. Like, I'm in others' live streams. Sometimes I make myself known. Other times I do not. But thank you, thank you, thank you. This is for you. I won't cheat you of the pleasure. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. For those of you who are outside of Squad, please check out Royal Sussex channel. Yes. He will make you cry from laughing. Yes, he will. So thank you for that. I really appreciate that, Baron. All right, so as I was saying, thank you all. I'm going to put my outro music on. Please be safe. Please take care of yourself. Wear your mask. Love you all. Bye.